First off, I grieve for the victims. I grieve for the families. Deeply saddened by that. It's with great emotion that I say that.
For decades, Penn State football played here at Beaver Stadium has been known as the gold standard of how a college program should be run. That's why these allegations, these shocking allegations of abuse and cover-up have shaken this entire sport to its very core.
When the investigation is done, we will find out what happened on my watch. We don't know what's happened on my watch.
And then just one last thing, just describe your emotions right now.
All over the place, just kind of shaking.
Crazy?
Crazy.
And you said what, like a...
Snow globe.
Like a snow globe?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Curley, why didn't you call police?
Penn State Athletic Director Tim Curley and Interim Senior Vice President Gary Schultz are charged with perjury and failing to tell police about the alleged sexual assault of a boy, perhaps as young as 10 years old, by retired football defensive coach Jerry Sandusky. The alleged incident happened on campus in a locker room shower.
News. Penn State football coach Joe Paterno says he will retire at the end of the season. It comes after students rallied outside his house last night in State College, Pennsylvania, showing support for him despite the growing sexual abuse scandals surrounding his football program. His assistant coach, Jerry Sandusky, accused of abusing at least 8 boys. In a statement, Paterno says he is devastated by the developments and said, and I quote, "With the benefit of hindsight, I wish I had done more," end quote.
Just 12 hours after legendary football coach Joe Paterno announced that he's going to retire because of the child sex abuse charges against his former top assistant, the university fired him, along with Penn State's president.
The late-night decision sparked an angry protest by thousands of Penn State students.
Former Syracuse University ball boys told ESPN's Outside the Lines they were molested by associate head basketball coach Bernie Fine starting in the late 1970s and continuing into the 1990s. Police in the city of Syracuse said they have opened an investigation into the allegations, and in a statement Thursday night, Syracuse said it has placed Fine on administrative leave.
Honestly, I don't even remember if I thought that was what was supposed to happen. You know, I know I cringed up and didn't want it to happen, and I was very, you know, like, what's going on? You know, I just remember being disgusted in a sense.
I can't, probably 15, 20 times.
I was in the hotel room, and he would put his hand down my shorts whenever I was sitting there watching TV.
A reasonable person says where there's this much smoke, there must be plenty of fire. What do you say?
I say that I am innocent of those charges.
Innocent? Completely innocent and falsely accused in every aspect?
Well, I could say that, you know, I have done some of those things. I have horsed around with kids. I have showered after workouts. I have hugged them, and I have touched their leg without intent of sexual contact.
I believe I misspoke very badly in my response to the allegations that have been made. I shouldn't have questioned what the accusers expressed or their motives.
Bobby Davis and Mike Lang have filed a defamation lawsuit against Syracuse basketball coach James Boeheim and Syracuse University in the Supreme Court in the state of New York, county of New York.
And then I called, my superiors, and I said, hey, we got a problem, I think. Would you guys look into it? Because I didn't know, I had never had to deal with something like that. I didn't feel adequate.
It's about the you know that. So I'm just telling you for your own good, you're better off just staying away from him.
Now to Joe Paterno. The legendary Penn State coach died this weekend at the age of 85, and tributes are pouring in. During more than half a century at Penn State, he built a legacy that was shaken right at the end by a headline-making scandal, as you know, involving his top assistant.